America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live, getting set for kickoff. Set for 7 o'clock, 6:50 on our watch. East versus West. We're coming to you live from Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi, Texas. 27th Annual Coastal Bend High School All-Star Football Classic. Kevin Naro on the call, Mark Molina. And here for the final All-Star game of the day. We had the 10 a.m. volleyball match just right across the street here at Miller High School, followed by the girls All-Star game, then followed by the boys All-Star game. So plenty of games going on, plenty of All-Star games going on all day today here in Corpus Christi as we're getting set for football in May. That sounds good to me. A beautiful Saturday evening from Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi, Texas, getting set for kickoff, set for 7 o'clock.
East captains.
East versus West. The captains are out on the field. We're seeing teams from throughout the Coastal Bend, from Alice to Agua Dulce to Banquete, Beeville Jones, Ben Bolt, Benavides, Bishop, London, Miller, Westoso, Calallen, Valfurias, Freer, George West, Loso Midway, Skidmore, Tynan, Santa Gertrudis, San Diego, Robstown, Riviera, Coffer, Orange Grove, Fremont, Mathis, Kingsville, Kennedy, Hebronville, and George West, all making up the west side roster. On the east side of things, you're looking at Corpus Christi, Carroll, King, Ray, Veterans, Guedo, Flower Bluff, Goliad, Gregory, Portland, Industrial, Ingleside, John Paul, Odom, Port Lavaca, Calhoun, Rockport, Fulton, Sinton, Taft, and Victoria East.
Donating their time for this wonderful occasion here on this beautiful Saturday night here in Corpus Christi, Texas, here at Buccaneer Stadium.
And that makes up the East team. The East is coached by Armando Huerta. He's the head coach of the Odom Owls, and J.R. Castellano of the Taft Greyhounds for the East squad. And on the west side, you have Trey Stevens and his coaching staff over from Mathis. So we're just a couple of minutes away from kickoff. Stay tuned. Football in May coming up next. Buccaneer Stadium. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. The East team will receive the opening kickoff. We're getting set for the national anthem.
All of us should honor that symbol by standing, placing our right hands over our hearts, and gentlemen should remove your hands. Remember, silence is a form of respect, and everyone should remain standing until the national anthem is played.
East versus West All-Star game coming up next. After the national anthem, you're watching Real Sports Live.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live, getting set for kickoff from Buccaneer Stadium. East versus West in the 27th annual Coastal Bend High School All-Star Football Classic. The Almond Shriners proudly presents this All-Star game, and pretty good crowd on hand on both sides, on the East and West side. It's been a minute since we've been here to Buccaneer Stadium for some football. From what I remember, the last time I was here at Buck was just a couple days after Christmas when Sherryland Pioneer was here at Buccaneer. Other than that, it's been a lot of softball and baseball fields since then, and a lot of basketball gyms. But the East is getting set to receive the opening kickoff. We're getting set for some football on a cloudy but beautiful Saturday evening in the month of May, May 15th. This was one of 4 games we've had on today. We had the girls volleyball game at 10 a.m., followed by 2 basketball games, the girls, then the boys, and then we're capping off with some football. No kickoffs. That's interesting to see there. I was expecting a kickoff. This is the first time I see that.
On their own 25 yards.
But the East All-Stars will start with a football on their own 25-yard line, and away we go. First play, handoff up the right hash, breaking free, 45, 50, all the way down to the 30. First play of the game, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown in one play. Josiah King, 75 yards, and get your kitty on. First play of the game, how about that? 75 yards from Josiah King, from Corpus Christi King. Yeah, that's how you start a football game right there. The extra point is good.
Extra point is good. 11:47 left in the first quarter.
There you go. Touchdown celebration right there. 7-0. You're watching Real Sports Live.
By the concession stand in Santa Rosa. a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the concession stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the concession stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the...
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. So now it's going to be the West team with the football. Handoff up the middle, that one goes nowhere. First quarter action. Josiah King opening things up with just one play. It's all they needed to find the end zone, and this all-star game gets started off with a bang. Three receivers set to the right. Rolling out to the right, crossing the 25 down to the 30. They'll be shy of the first down.
Number 8, Joel Guerra on the carry.
Freer's quarterback Joel Guerra, the starting quarterback for the West Side. Caden Florence from Skidmore Tynan, Adam Gonzalez of Bishop. And Joel Guerra gets the nod. Now the West is going to look to convert here on 3rd and 5. Guerra looking back to pass, fumbled the football, loose ball picked up at the 21. Salais putting the pressure. They lose yards on 3rd and 5. Go back and look at the replay. So far it is all east side.
Back in punt formation for the West All-Stars, number 85.
So there will be punting here. East getting ready to receive the football. 12-minute quarters. Foreman back to receive this punt for the East. Staring right into the sun. We are, as we look out west, and they're not going to return it. So the East will take over. They lead 7-0 in case you're just tuning in. Josiah King. One play, 75-yard touchdown run.
41 yards.
Ball at their own 41 is where the East will take over. Handoff to the right side.
Number 44, Steve Johnson on the carry.
Steve Johnson on the carry. First carry.
On the tackle.
Trevino forced him out. Port Lavaca Calhoun is Steve Johnson. Picks up 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Well, it's good to have football any time of the year, right? Right now we're in a full-blown high school baseball and softball playoff mode with teams punching their ticket to the Sweet 16 in softball. On the baseball side of things, they're making some noise in round 3. Talk more about that and what's to come next week. That pass over the middle caught for a first down and a big hit at the 41-yard line.
Number 15, Blake Liddell's pass is complete to number 20.
Aaron Zapata hauled that one in. Another Port Lavaca Calhoun product on the reception was Zapata. First and 10 East. Ball right around midfield on the 48. Trips left, one lone receiver to the right. Snaps there. That play gets blown up.
Steve Johnson on the carry.
Steve Johnson again on the carry. Naranjo from Hebronville makes that tackle.
Number 55, Donovan Iglehart on the tackle. Loss of about 2 yards, brings up second down and 12.
Lose about 2 on that run play, and that sun starting to elude the clouds, and the sun beaming directly into our eyes here on the visitor side. 7:55, second and 12, ball on the 44. Snaps there. Johnson again with the handoff to the 45 to the 40. Picks up a block, trying to shed a man, but gets to the 40.
Johnson on the carry.
So Johnson getting the heavy workload here in the first quarter.
Andre Trevino on the
Trevino made the tackle.
About 3 yards, brings up third down and 7.
It's going to be 3rd and 7, and right now you're about in no man's land. You could maybe think you could go for it here. 4 down territory. Definitely could consider that, considering you're in an all-star game. You can kind of tinker with what you do opposed to a regular season game. 7 minutes, 3rd and 7. Snaps there, back to pass, deep ball, got a man, incomplete.
Blake Bazel's pass is incomplete. Intended receivers number 8, Amo Mensa.
Blake Bazel was looking for Nana Amu-Mensah from Corpus Christi Veterans. But there's a flag on the field.
He's a legal man downfield.
It's going to be an illegal man downfield. So it's going to push them back. So we'll see what the East team decides to do. It's going to bring up 4th down. The call was an illegal man downfield. Fourth and 7. Johnson in the backfield. Bazel, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. 4 receivers set. Bazel rolling out to his left. Picks up a block from Johnson. Stops, fires. That ball tipped. Nearly caught on the near side of the field.
Bazel's pass is incomplete.
Bazel's pass is incomplete, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. 6:45.
West will take over on downs. 1st and 10 on their own 39-yard line.
Left in the opening quarter. So after a lightning quick start for the East squad, an incomplete pass and a penalty halts the drive. Handed off on the jet sweep to the left side. Big hit over on the far side of the field.
Number 5, Jaylen James, Westosa on the carry. Tackle made by number 24, Latrell Barfield from Victoria West.
Barfield on the tackle. That was Jaylen James from West Oso. Took that carry. First time we say his name on the evening. It's Jeremiah Earls in the ball game, the Cal Allen product. Earls crosses the 40, 45. Earls is hit and goes out of bounds.
34, Jeremiah Earls on the carry.
Oh, Jeremiah Earls
on the tackle.
knows a thing or two.
About 6 yards, it was a 3rd down and 4.
Well, playing in this stadium, had a big game against Corpus Christi Miller. back in October. Jeremiah Earls was a big piece to what Cal Allen liked to do. Ty Leonard in at quarterback from Corpus Christi, London. Leonard was on the All-Star basketball game earlier today. Delayed handoff to Earls up the left side. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. If anything, he may have picked up one on 3rd and 4.
Number 20, Jody Ibarra from Victoria West. And a host of these All-Stars on the stop. Brings up 4th down and a long 3.
4th down, they need 3 to convert. It looks like the West will be punting this one away.
Cal Allen back in punt formation.
They punt this one away. Should be at about the 20.
Jerry Stewart with the fair catch.
Stewart with a fair catch. Clock's going to stop at 4:32. The East will take over. At their own, we'll call it the 21-yard line. 4:32. We'll see who's in at quarterback. Snaps there, handoff to the 20, trying to bounce it out. Picks up a couple and then gang tackled
Number 5,
at about the 23-yard line. That was Josiah King on the carry. So the defense ready for King that time around.
By number 61, Mark Gonzalez from Ben Bolt.
Gonzalez
60, Richard Galvan from Miller.
And Galvan led the way there defensively. East with their 3rd drive of the evening. King, the quarterback. Snaps there, rolling out to the right, picks up a block from King, looking downfield. That pass just falls incomplete. Ben Stewart in at quarterback. So you have the Corpus Christi King combo right there between Josiah King and Ben Stewart. So a little CC King combo right there. The East in the white uniforms and the West in the colored uniforms. So it's a variety of colors on the West side. 3rd and 7. Stewart, the quarterback. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And whistles come in from the officials. Looks like it's a delay of game.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 12.
So the delay of game will push it back to a 3rd and 12. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We'll give you a shout out on the air. We're coming to you live from Buccaneer Stadium. The East squad facing a 3rd and 12. Stewart takes the snap, moves to his left, comeback route complete. Should be enough for the 1st down, and it is.
Ben Stewart's pass is complete to number 6. Jaylen Davis from Sinton.
Jaylen Davis makes the catch.
Down, 1st and 10 East. On their own 38-yard line.
So Davis hauls that one in. The Sinton Pirate moves the sticks for a 1st down. Just a little over 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. 7-0, East with the lead. They just picked up a 1st down, converting on 3rd and 12 on a comebacker. Swing pass completed to King, cuts it back up at the 35 down to the 40. And again, he's gang tackled at about the 39-yard line. More dirty laundry on the field. Over on the far side, right around where the contact was made, right around the 40-yard line.
Is holding against the East All-Stars.
And they're going to say it's a hold against the East All-Stars. Oh, that's going to push them back, so a couple of penalties pushing these drives back for the East side. They had a delay of game and now a block in the back. On their second drive, they had an illegal man downfield, what hamstringed that second drive. Pump fake, they're gonna go deep. He's got a man. This is a deep ball. Somehow caught at the 35. I don't know, he came down with that one. Dylan Olivares. Somehow, some way, came down with that catch. Kind of a hope and a prayer there. Between two defenders, how about that catch? So the East gets a big play. They get a fresh set of downs.
Timeout.
East is going to take a timeout. We're going to step aside. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. So the challenge with All-Star games is that some players will wear multiple numbers. There will be 2 10s. Fumbled the football, loose ball.
Recovered by number 44, Steve Johnson. Loss of about a yard, brings up second down.
Johnson picks it up. The challenge, again, with the All-Star games is that one player, there can be 3 15s, there can be 4 2s. That's the challenging thing. I'm trying to navigate on which number is which. It was Jarius Stewart who made the catch for Port Lavaca Calhoun. It wasn't Olivares, but there's 2 15s. Snaps there, fumbled the football, picks it up.
Number 2, Ben Stewart on the carry.
Ben Stewart on the carry, he lost a few.
Number 27, Sebastian Pais from Toulouse Midway on the tackle.
So bear with us on the numbers game.
Also
Multiple
about 7
players
yards,
wearing the
brings up
same
third down.
number. That's the chore of covering the All-Star games with these numbers. 3rd and 18. So after a quick start for the East side, they've had some trouble. A couple of penalties, a couple loose footballs on the ground. Fortunate the East has been able to recover those loose footballs. So the East, they're going to take another timeout. We're going to step aside, take a quick break. You're watching Real Sports Live.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, my name is Angela Rodriguez, and I am one of the owners here at Main Street Boutique and Bistro. We heard about the rent subsidy grant, so we contacted Rebecca Castillo with the EDC, and she was very helpful. She told us, what we needed to do, the requirements, and helped us go through the application process.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live after the timeout. 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Stewart back to pass, little lob pass, looking for King. He's got his man. Completes that pass for about 16.
5 to 15.
He may be about,
Gain of about 17 yards.
a yard or two shy, depending on the spot. That's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. We head to the second quarter. 7-0. East leads this one. You're watching Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
How you doing? My name is Alan Stewart. I'm a master captain for the United States Merchant Marines. I have a business called Stewart Training Center. What I do is I teach people how to get their captain's license. I'm located in Bayview, Texas, and the number is 956-639-8697.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history. There are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Welcome back. 4th and 1. Ben Stewart and the offense back on the field looking to convert. Stewart tries to shake his man. No good. The West defense stands tall.
Number 5, Jayson Trimble. Number 55.
Jayson Trimble, one of the men leading the pack there.
On the tackle.
Jayson Trimble from Corpus Christi Miller.
On their own 28-yard line.
And Donovan Englehart from Cal Allen. Those two led the charge there. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. Joel Guerra back at quarterback, looking back to pass, rolls out to his right, back to his left. And that one just falls incomplete. It's a good defensive play from Englehart and Trimble. Back on that replay on 4th and 1. They pick up the stop. Englehart got there first. Trimble came in and says, I got your back. Turnover on downs.
Just a reminder, fans, concession stand is open underneath the west bleachers. There is some items being sold on the down ramp on the east side. Some sodas, if you would like some.
Guerra back on the field. Hands this one off. That's Kyler Marquez from Toloso Midway, the Warrior, taking the handoff there.
Number 11, Kyler Marquez on the carry.
I remember Marquez quite well with his game at Ingleside. Ran for over 200 yards and a couple of touchdowns. He was our RSL player of the game that night. He played a big role in what TM did that night on the road at Ingleside. Under 12 to go, Guerra again, back to pass, looking to his right. Has time, finds a soft spot in the defense, complete at the 45, crossing midfield, huge gain. First down and more.
To number 11, Connor Eulenfeld from Orange Grove. Yardage gain is enough for West. First down.
Connor Eulenfeld from Orange Grove.
45 yards.
Shakes one man, shakes two, picks up a big first down and more. The West on the move with 10:45 here left in the first half. 4 receivers set. Guerra out of the shotgun, looking back, had trouble with the snap. Ball tipped up, and it's somehow caught. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling down to the 45-yard line. Take that play in, big fella.
66, Mason Chago.
Mason Chago from Orange Grove.
I was deflected.
There's something you don't see every day. Mason Charo from Orange Grove. That's what makes these all-star games fun. You can see unique plays like that. Fake the handoff to Marquez. Guerra gets hit by a pack of West defenders.
Number 9, Steve Hopkins from Ray High School on the initial contact.
Hawkins there to make the tackle.
Gave about 2 yards, brings up 3rd down and 8.
Guerra picked up, we'll call it about 2, so it'll be 3rd and 8, the 45. Guerra listed as a quarterback / safety from Freer High School, taking the majority of the snaps, both him and Ben Stewart splitting time here in the first half. Guerra looking back, has time, he's gonna break the pocket to the 45, lost his footing. They're gonna say he went down, his knee may have touched the ground. Let's go back and see. Guerra had some open room in front of him. Right there at about the 39 is where his knee just grazed the turf just enough for the referees to signal him down. 8:46 and counting, clock ticking away. 4th and 4. We saw the East go for it, and why not go for it if you're the West? Gonna get a whistle. West is gonna want to talk it over. They face a 4th and 4 on the other side of the break. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Welcome back. 8:24 left in the first half. The West with the football, facing a 4th and 4 at the 39-yard line. Josiah Keene's 75-yard touchdown on the first play from scrimmage, the only scoring we have here through the first half. The 27th annual Coastal Bend High School All-Star Football Classic, all Almond Shriners All-Star game, 8:25. Here we go, Guerra has time. That one's deflected, and it's gonna be a turnover on downs. The West's defense came up with a stop. Now the East's Defense comes up with a stop.
39-yard.
So it's going to be a 1st and 10 with 8:22. Let's see who will be directing the traffic now for the east side. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 39. Bazell, the quarterback, looking back. Quick completion. Completed at the 45-yard line. So Bazell comes back in. Latrell Barfield makes the catch.
Gain of about 6 yards brings up 2nd down and 4.
2 Victoria West products right there. Bazell out of the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hand this one off. Picks up 3, maybe 4, depending on the spot.
Number 5, Josiah King on the carry.
It's Josiah King on the carry.
55, Donovan Iglehart.
Iglehart again on the tackle. He had a huge year for Coach Danaher and Cal Allen Wildcats. 3rd and 1. We'll see what the east side does. 6.5 to go. They'll fake the handoff. No, it is a handoff to the 50, 45, 40. Down the sideline, 35, 25, down at the 20-yard line. Alan Jimenez from Victoria East.
Alan Jimenez from Victoria East.
Picked up a huge gain.
1st and 10 east on the west, 18-yard line.
So Jimenez picks up a big 1st down. 3 receivers to the left. Hand off up the right hash. Picks up a couple.
23 Jimenez on the carry.
Jimenez on the carry.
Number 7, John Zuniga from George West.
John Zuniga makes the tackle from George West. 6'10".
5 yards brings up 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5 after the pickup of 5 yards on the carry. East All-Stars with the football. Odom's head coach Armando Huerta and J.R. Castellano of Taft, both on the coaching staff for the east side. They have a 7-0 lead. Just under 6 to go. East knocking on the door, ball on the 13-yard line. Bezel to his right, completed pass, makes a move, shakes off one man, fighting for the goal line, into the end zone for the touchdown.
For a East touchdown.
$13-0, East with a lead.
It was in for the extra point.
The extra point is good. Let's go back and look at that replay.
5:31 left. Halftime, Warriors now.
We talk about fighting for every inch.
14. West All-Stars, 0.
Into the end zone. Latrell Barfield. makes it 14-0.
When you suffer an injury, are suffering from chronic pain, or have an orthopedic emergency, make us your
With
first choice for restoring function and
5:31
alleviating pain. Our board-certified
left in the
staff
first half,
produce the
so
highest quality of outcomes for all of our
Josiah
patients,
King got the
utilizing
scoring
latest techniques
started.
and technology to get you back on your feet and doing what you love. Don't let pain or injury stop you. Let us
And
give
Latrell
you the tools for
Barfield
success.
found his way into the end zone.
Our priority
The
at South
Victoria
Texas
West
Bone
product.
Enjoy.
So now the West will look to get on the board. Leonard, down he goes! Sack from behind.
Number 11, Ty Leonard, taken down by number 65, Charles DeRuin from Cuero. Loss of about 10 yards brings up second down on 20.
Charles DeRowan from Cueto. Never gave Leonard a chance. Second and long coming up. Under 5 to go, Leonard back to pass, 3-step drop, again flushed out to his right. That pass is up for grabs, caught at the 40. Down to the 45. And it's intercepted.
Ray High School. East will take over.
That pass was picked off.
On the West, 42-yard line.
First turnover of the evening. And it's an INT. .441 left in the first half. Ball at the 42 after the interception. Pump fake. Throwing this one deep up for Amu Mensah, and that's going to fall incomplete, but a flag.
Stewart's pass is intended for number 8, Amu Mensah. Penalty marker on the field.
Looks to be in the area of a passer interference. Winston Weeks came up with that interception. Corpus Christi Ray, let's go back and look at the replay between plays on that interception from Weeks. So after the passer interference, it's going to be enough for a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 at the 32. East back with the football. They'll fake the jet sweep. And they'll pick up 2, maybe 3.
Number 20, Jaden Smith on the carry.
Jaden Smith
Brought down by a host of West
from
All-Stars.
Corpus Christi Carroll.
No gain on the play.
Takes that handoff under 5 minutes. Stick around for halftime. We'll try and put up some first half highlights. And we'll be back for the second half. Mark Molina slated to join me in the second half. He's down there patrolling the sidelines, grabbing some photos for our upcoming tab in the month of June. We'll have recaps from all the All-Star games up here in the Coastal Bend. Tremble on the blitz, throws this one up for Amu Mensah. He had him, but just overthrows his man.
Stewart pass is incomplete, intended receiver.
Ben Stewart just got rid of that football right on time before Jayshon Trimble.
Albert Livingston from Miller. He's up 3rd down.
3rd down coming up. So yeah, the tab just came out earlier this week. We were able to pass them out at some of the games we've been at. what we're looking for in the month of June. Just recapping the state track meet up in Austin. Multiple athletes from the Coastal Bend and the RGV competed at Mike Myers Stadium at the state capitol just last week. Stewart back to pass, moves to his left, eludes a man at the 40, 35 down to the 30, and it just runs out of bounds. We're going to be touching up on the All-Star games as well. Rudy Zamaripa Jr., Major League shout out to him on carrying the torch for not 1, 2, but all 3 games early this morning.
Brings up 4th down.
On the play-by-play on the volleyball side, and then he was right in his wheelhouse when it came to basketball. Calling the girls and boys game. Both of them, mind you, were excellent finishes. Those games are still up on our social media sites. Be sure to check those out, along with highlights, player of the game interviews. And we're going to have some photos later this evening up on our social media sites, so be sure to check out that on Real Sports Live's Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Stewart back to pass, finds Amu Mensah. Did he catch it? They're going to say he did. And it's enough for a first down.
First down. So, 1st and 10 East. On the west, 21-yard line.
Two receivers to the left for the East. Shaking off a couple of would-be tacklers. How about Josiah King? Refusing to go down. Let's go back and look at that replay. In between plays, we got time to go to a full screen. Look at Josiah King. Yeah, he shook off a tackle from Jayshawn Trumbull. That is not easy to do. Good to see football. We had mentioned it was it's been a while since we'd been here at Buc. Mark and I were in here setting everything up and said it kind of feels like football season. Back up here in our press box at Buc Stadium. Quick slant, nearly picked off. Ooh, that was a dangerous throw. Almost could have had a pick 6. Andre Trevino. He had daylight in front of him. Let's go back and flip on the instant replay. Trevino had pick 6 on his mind right there. And Stewart. Out of the shotgun. Stewart will lob one up. Ooh, and another flag's gonna come in.
Stewart pass is intended for number 6. Jaylen Davis is sitting the penalty marker on the field in the end zone.
He was looking for well, let's see what the call is first. He was looking for Jaylen Davis from Sinton. This is going to go against the defense. It's going to be a pass or interference. And it's going to be a first down for the East. They already lead this one 14-0.
We'll have 1st and goal for the East. Ball set on the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, ball on the 2. Let's see if Stewart might keep it himself on a design quarterback run. They're going to load up the backfield. Heavy set. Fumbled the football. Stewart
Fumble off the play.
is going to recover it at about the 9-yard line, but a flag over on the far side of the end zone.
Number 60, Richard Galvan.
Galvan makes the tackle, but we're going to have to hold the phone and see what
marker on the field.
The penalty is. Clock stops at exactly 2 minutes. First and 2, that one is going to go against the defense. Ball on the 2. Timeout on the field.
Timeout.
West is going to want to talk it over. 1st and 2, ball on the 2, under 2 minutes to go. You're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Real Sports Live. We're coming to you live from Buc Stadium in Corpus Christi, Texas, wrapping up our coverage of the All-Star games here in the Costal Bend. Plenty of fans tuning in. Fans tuning in from Orange Grove and throughout the Coastal Bend. Drop us a comment. Let us know where you are tuning in from, who you're going for, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you to see football in the month of May? How about that? This time last year, we didn't have an All-Star game. Stewart back again out of the shotgun, takes the snap, hands this one off, and it goes nowhere.
Number 44, Steve Johnson on the carry. There's a contact made by number 60, Richard Galan.
Galan makes the tackle. Steve Johnson on the carry.
Loss of 4 yards brings up 3rd down.
Lost 4 on that play. Steve Johnson, the Port Lavaca Calhoun product. Been saying his name a lot here in the first half. Alon Jimenez to the right of Stewart. 3rd and 13. Stewart rolling out to his right, flushed out of the pocket, and he just gets rid of that one incomplete.
Stewart pass is incomplete. Then the receiver number 15, Jarius Stewart.
He was looking for Jarius Stewart. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Look to
number 15, Blake Brazil, to attempt a 30-yard field goal for the East Hawkins.
The field goal attempt from Bazell is up, and it's good. 17-0 East lead. We're going to take a quick break. Under 2 minutes to go, you're watching Real Sports Live.
With New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touch.
Welcome back. The West will take over. Thanks for tuning in to Real Sports Live. Saturday evening. You can feel that cool sea breeze starting to come on in. Joel Guerra back in at quarterback. And that pass incomplete.
Guerra's pass is incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down coming up, and again for the East Side, in case you're just tuning in, they lead 17-0. Josiah King got things started on a 75-yard touchdown, then Barfield found the end zone to make it 14-0 with 5.5 to go. A snap over the head of Guerra. This is a loose football, picking it up, rolling into the end zone. They're going to mark this one down at the 3-yard line, and the game's 2nd turnover. The East coming up with another stop defensively.
Number 26,
Jackson Hardwick from Cueto High School comes up with a loose football. First and goal for the East Side. Yeah, that snap just went over Guerra's head. seen an interception, and now a snap over the QB's head.
Timeout, East All-Stars. Third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout by the East All-Stars. We're going to step aside, take a quick break. You're watching Real Sports Live.
At South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Welcome back. Just a tick over a minute left. Stewart. And he'll get blown up at the line of scrimmage. Latavian Johnson on the carry. There is a penalty on the field. So we're going to hold the phone and see what the call is. Still waiting on the call from the official. The clock stopped at 55 seconds. Still waiting on the call. It's going to go against the. No, it's going to go against the offense and the defense. So it's going to offset. So 2 calls against the offense and defense. So the penalties will offset. .55 seconds left. 17-0 East lead.
Repeat first down.
So it's going to be a repeat of first down. They're going to call an illegal chop block. It's going to be 1st and 19. So it went against the offense. That pass over the middle, and that's incomplete.
Number 3, Sean Suarez's pass is incomplete. Return receiver number 8, Amo Mensa. Number 27, Sebastian Pice. On the coverage.
New quarterback in the game is Sean Suarez from Taft. The Greyhound looking to extend the East squad's lead. Suarez in the game at QB, out of the shotgun, stepping back, 3-step drop, fade route, back of the end zone, hauls it in for the touchdown.
Sean Suarez's pass is complete to number 6, David Davis from Sydney, for a East touchdown.
East gets on the board. He finds Jaylen Davis. 23-0. East with a lead. The extra point coming up. Snaps there, kicks away, it's up. And it's good. Let's go back and look at that replay. Suarez stepping right in. Beautiful fade route, 24-0. East leads. You're watching Real Sports Live.
East 24, West.
The West will take over. And again, starting at their own 25, they're going to have 48 seconds to operate. They do have one. Let's see how many timeouts they got. Hand off to Earls right up the middle.
With 34, Jeremiah Earls on the carry.
They got one timeout in their back pocket.
Number 20, Jody Ibarra on the tackle.
Ibarra in to make the tackle.
Brings up second down.
Second down. We're going to grab some first half highlights. We'll see how much time they put on the clock at halftime. Traditionally, on a Friday night, it'll be 30 minutes, and we'll have plenty time to run first half highlights and more. But we'll try and grab that for you at the break. And this play goes nowhere. And that will take us to halftime. East leads the West 24-0. The Almond Shriners 27th Annual Coastal Bend High School All-Star Football Classic. Kevin Arrow on the call. We're going to step aside, take a break. You're watching Real Sports Live.
See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Please report to the flagpole, and you will receive your
all the way down to the 31st play of the game. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown in one play. In one play. Josiah King, 75. That's the nod. Now the West is going to look to convert here on 3rd and 5. Guetta looking back to pass, fumbled the football, loose ball picked up at the 21. Things, they're making some noise in round 3. Talk more about that and what's to come next week. That pass over the middle caught for a first down and a big hit at the 41-yard line. Turnover on downs, 6:45.
West will take over on downs. 1st and 10 on their own 39-yard line.
Left in the opening quarter. So after a lightning quick start for the East squad in the opening quarter. So after a lightning quick start for the East squad. An incomplete pass and a penalty halts the handed off on the jet sweep to the left side. Big hit over on the far side of the field. The East squad Facing a 3rd and 12. Stewart takes the snap, moves to his left. Comeback route complete. Should be enough for the first down, and it is. East with the lead. They just picked up a first down, converting on 3rd and 12 on a comebacker. Swing pass completed to King, cuts it back up at the 35 down to the 40. And again, he's gang tackled at about the 39-yard line. Pump fake, they're gonna go deep. He's got a man. This is a deep ball. Somehow caught at the 35. I don't know. Left in the first quarter. Stewart back to pass, little lob pass looking for King. He's got his man. Completes that pass for about 6. Welcome back, 4th and 1. Ben Stewart and the offense back on the field looking to convert. Stewart tries to shake his man. No good. The West defense to his right. Has time, finds a soft spot in the defense, complete at the 45, crossing midfield, huge gain. Guerra out of the shotgun, looking back, had trouble with the snap, ball tipped up, and it's somehow caught. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling down to the 45-yard. And Ben Stewart splitting time here in the first half. Guerra looking back, has time, he's gonna break the pocket to the 45, lost his footing. They're gonna say he went down. His knee may have touched the handoff. No, it is a handoff to the 50, 45, 40, down the sideline, 35, 25, down at the 20-yard line. Bezel to his right, completed pass, makes a move, shakes off one man, fighting for the goal line, into the end zone for the touchdown. So now the West will look to get on the board. Leonard, down he goes. Sacked from behind. Under 5 to go, Leonard back to pass, 3-step drop, again flushed out to his right. That pass is up for grabs, caught at the 40. Down to the 45. On Real Sports Live's Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, Stewart back to pass, finds Amu Mensah. Did he catch it? They're gonna say he did. And it's enough. 2 receivers to the left for the East. Shaking off a couple of would-be tacklers. How about Josiah King? In our press box at Buc Stadium. Quick slant, nearly picked off. Ooh, that was a dangerous throw. Back again, out of the shotgun, takes the snap, hands this one off, and it goes nowhere.
Number 44, Steve Johnson on the carry. Attempt a 30-yard field goal for the East offense.
The field goal attempt from Bazell is up, and it's good. King got things started on a 75-yard touchdown, then Barfield found the end zone to make it 14-0 with 5.5 to go. A snap over the head of Guerra. This is a loose football, picking it up, rolling into the end zone. They're going to mark this one down. Shotgun, stepping back, 3-step drop, fade route, back of the end zone, hauls it in for the touchdown. And this play goes nowhere. And that will take us to halftime.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. There are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. We're going to break down the first half. Mark Molina joining me on the other side of the break. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live, getting set for the start of the second half. Football in May, Mark Molina.
What's going on, everybody? Just coming back from down on the sidelines, getting a close peek of what's going on down there during this All-Star game. It's good to be back on the football field. I know it's only May, and getting a chance to get to football in. There's been a long day of sports. You know, we have a baseball game, and then you guys have the All-Star game, volleyball, basketball, just mixed basket today, and it's good to be out here out on the football field. A lot of good talented players and a lot of good names that we've seen throughout this season, and it's just coming out here and getting to watch them play, just one more time. And this East squad looks pretty tough, making plays on both sides of the ball, coming out of the gate. So it was just pretty solid outing. Josiah King, kid's a monster out of King. He had that long run early on, got a close look at that, and then he was tough to bring down on a couple other occasions. Just overall, just solid outing by the East All-Stars so far this half. I mean, the West has had their chances. It seems like the East is the aggressor so far here in the first half.
Yeah, Josiah King got things started. I was expecting a kickoff. Were you?
Yeah, I was down there, and then I was hovering around here around the 20-25 where I usually start if we're going one way to the other, and I was just like, oh, no kickoff. That's cool. And one of the guys down there, they're like, not an All-Star game, and I was like, I did not know that was the rule, but
I don't.
So, but the 86. I expected the rushes to be 86 here, on punts and field goals, but I was expecting the kickoff for sure. But I guess we're just starting on the 25 each time after scores and turnovers and stuff. So that's different.
Yeah, I was waiting for a kickoff. And I thought the same thing. And from what I remember, I remember kickoffs back at home in the RGV. I could have sworn there were kickoffs.
Yeah, I remember the kickoffs. I remember the lax rushing, but I for sure remember kickoffs.
Right.
So.
Yeah, the lax rushing for sure on punts, extra points. There's no punt returns as well. But yeah, this East Side has done a pretty good job. Nana Amu-Mensah. You look at these guys: Brad Berta from CC Veterans, Joseph Mendor from CC Vets, Jaden Smith had a big year for Carroll.
Just a lot of speed on that end, and I've seen been a couple instances where they're trying to force that into the outside, especially Amu-Mensah. He's had a couple of tries out long, and then they tried the kid from Sinton. His name's escaping me right now, but he got a touchdown there late. So I know they're trying to go pretty hard there on the outside or the East, but like I said, seems some good things for the West. He's got to try to convert. They've had a couple of times where they're not converting on some late down distances. So I feel they can fix that a little bit and not give the East some opportunities. I know they had a turnover there early, midway through the first half. So they can try to turn that around. They could definitely make this a game.
Mark Molina joining us here for the second half. We had mentioned we covered some volleyball this morning, 2 basketball games. Mark, you were at Jimenez for baseball. What went on over there?
Yeah, so it was the Battle of the Veterans Memorial. It was Corpus Christi versus Brownsville Veterans Memorial. And Corpus Christi came out. It was pretty close. It was 93-3. And then Veterans Memorial, Corpus Christi, the Eagles ended up coming out, putting up 10 unanswered runs, and finished the game in 6 innings there, 13-3. Dalen Pena, a couple of homers in the game to lead the way for the Eagles. They're going to move on, and I believe that whole district's still alive. 29-5A, Gregory, Portland, Veterans Memorial, Ray, and Carroll all moving on into the next round of the playoffs this week. So they're all into the regional quarterfinals. So kudos to District 29-5A over there. A lot of good baseball, a lot of good teams. I know Carroll got hot pretty late, able to nab the 4th spot, and they've come out and they've picked up a couple of series wins. And just solid all across the board throughout that district 1 through 4. So, I mean, they can go toe-to-toe with the most teams in this region. So it's going to be exciting to see what they do going forward.
And then on the softball side, we had 3 of the 4 teams going into this weekend out of 29-5A.
Sure.
Ray was a good feel-good story this year, what they did. Carroll and then Victoria West.
Yeah, so Victoria West and Carroll, they're moving on. But Ray can't. Not enough can be said what they're doing with that program. A lot of sophomores, a lot of them on display. Rihanna Rodella came out of that first game. She threw a gem, gave up the only run of the game in the bottom of the 7th inning, but she's just a sophomore, as are a lot of the big players there on that team. So going forward, this Ray Texan squad showed a glimpse of the future, what they're going to go into going forward. I mean, they got to the third round, a lot of sophomores. Carroll, it seems like maybe they're starting to round into form. Pretty solid all year long, but I feel like the first couple of rounds, the way they've come out and they hit the ball, especially in this the second game yesterday, I feel they're probably one of the favorites to come out of the region.
Can be.
I mean, there's a lot of good teams. Victoria West came out to beat a very good Shareland Pioneer team. So a lot of good softball is still around. And then in Class 3A, Bishop and Santa Gertrudis still alive there. So big hitters in the region still alive here in this Coastal Bend area. Just chock full of great softball. And that was to be expected, especially when we came into the area. That was one of the things that we circled. A lot of good softball in this area. Softball, baseball, just really good athletes all across the board in the Coastal Bend.
Most of the softball junkies, including myself, crossing our fingers for a potential collision course with SGA and Bishop and a potential region final in a couple weeks. It's going to be blockbuster if that can happen. Those teams getting ready for the Sweet 16. As we get set for the start of the second half, we'll continue to talk more Coastal Bend sports. Is it raining? Why are fans all moving to their left?
A little bit of a mist, and as we get going here.
There is a little bit of a mist, you're right. I was like, why is everyone? Okay, umbrellas are starting to come out.
You look down the field, Ty Leonard just chased to his right once again. I saw him take a sack late there, and just the same thing kind of mimicking what happened towards the end of the half. They're getting that outside pressure, especially coming from facing the offense from right to left and chasing Leonard out and putting him on the run.
Leonard, who was he's been a busy man all day. He was a part of that all-star basketball game earlier today. Kyler Marquez to his right, signal a motion man, and a flag comes in.
There's a few penalties there in the first half. There's a lot of who's down there on the field, a lot of coaches, and then the one and only Brendan Marshall out there patrolling, making sure everything's going well. A lot of coaches and a lot of familiar faces from around the year. Good to see everybody out in form.
2nd and 17 for the West. Looking to get on the board for the first time all night. 24-0 East Side with the lead. Ball on their own 13. Ty Leonard signals for the motion man. Fake the jet sweep. Leonard calls his own number. Plenty of running room in front of him. Gets about almost half of that penalty yardage back.
Just a lot of what you saw Ty Leonard during the year, one of the top quarterback names here in the Coastal Bend, and making a lot of plays with his feet, and he can also get the ball downfield. We haven't seen a lot of that. It hasn't really had much time, so it seems like a run up the middle is just what the doctor ordered of your Ty Leonard right now.
3rd and 15. He only picked up 2.
Seemed a lot longer, didn't it?
It really did. It looked like about 5, maybe 6.
Now we're coming out of that gun in a little bit of a rush.
Leonard drops the football. Rain starting to be a factor. It's a loose football. We'll see who comes up with it. Looks like the West. Yeah, check that out. There's a drizzle coming down.
Just a very small misting, but it's enough if you're down there on the
field.
field.
Well, you just came up.
Well, I didn't feel it coming up here, so it was just.
You came up right on the nick of time. The looks like the rain's coming in from the east, kind of blowing from our backs. Luckily for us,
we're inside.
We are inside. So is our camera operator. My dad is covered up, so our equipment is good.
Little overhead here, and I'm just now seeing the rain coming down in the distance in the light. It's a little bit more than what I'm saying than a misting. It looks like they're gonna have the teams come off. And
there may have been lightning, Mark, out to my right. That's the only explanation.
That's a definite possibility, and as you see the teams getting out the field, and I believe that's what's gonna be lightning. That's the protocol. So gonna get the players over, and let's see what protocol is gonna be with the All-Star game. I know we're in the second half, but we need all players. And there's lightning to this far end of to the east side behind us where we're facing. We're facing towards the west side, right? The east coming in.
Yeah, we're facing west.
And opposite what we're watching. And right behind us is where the lightning came in. So we'll see what the protocol is. I'm not sure if this is one of those things where we're gonna have a delay and have the kids come out and play, or just what exactly is gonna happen.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
So I guess we'll get word from
there's
the PA.
Just informed, due to impending weather, this game has been called and finished at this time.
And that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be called to impending weather. There is big weather if you're keeping up with what's going on in the Rio Grande Valley. A lot of weather coming down over there, getting pretty bad. It's shifting up here to this area, and the rain's coming down, starting to come down kind of heavily. So what we're going to do is we're going to get off here, Kevin, and just make sure we wrap up everything and are able to get down in time.
Wow. Okay, well, that's the final score, 24-0. East wins this one. Kevin Arrow, Mark Molina, Joe Bowling saying so long, good night, drive home safe from Buc